Borrow Smart segment today being brought to you by the National Institute of Financial Education. Get a lot of segments in here. Every once in a while we have some time, and I can get caught up on some of these stories and these reports that we have in queue for you. How to create a back-to-school budget. As your kids trade in beach balls and bathing suits for notebooks and backpacks, you want to make sure you have enough cash stashed away to cover the essentials. Otherwise, you may need to spend more than you were expecting. According to the National Retail Federation, NRF, in 2021, back-to-school spending hit a record high of $37 billion. $37 billion. That's a boatload of change right there. And it becomes really simple to do that because, you know, it used to be in my day, you had to go to Target or Pick and Save or some of those other sources. Now you just go to your phone and go on Amazon and spend the money. This year, if you have kids in K to 12, expect to shell out an average of $864 on school items and a $15 increase from the prior year. To avoid accumulating debt this school season, here's how to create a back-to-school budget that's reasonable and easy. Jot down your expenses before you whip out the credit card or hit add to cart on school supplies, gadgets, and clothes. Jot down exactly what your kids anticipate needing this year. This might include school supplies like notebooks, pens, highlighters, computers, laptops, iPads, accessories for electronics, phone calls, chargers, earbuds, clothes, face materials, hand sanitizer, and other personal protective equipment. If they're in college, bedding, toiletries, textbooks, furniture for their apartment. I will share with you the one thing that, you know, I used to be in the import-export business, and it was fascinating the difference in price just on the school supplies from August and September to January or December. It's a loss leader during the late summer months, August, September months. So stock up. Try and anticipate how many notebooks and how much paper and how many pencils your kids are going to need, and buy them all right now when they're selling them at these ultra discounted prices. Put them away and hold them for the whole school year. It'll save you money. Got to put some cushion in there whenever you're doing any budgeting. If you've created an initial budget with the expenses and general costs, add a bit of padding. Since the pandemic, back-to-school spending has shot up partly due to more equipment and supplies needed due to the shift in remote and hybrid learning. Another reason inflation has also hit a 40-year high with a, 8.5% to 9% year-over-year jump or 9.1 in June it was. How much of a financial cushion you should tack on to your back-to-school budget depends. But aim to add about 10% to what you think you might need. So if you're anticipating spending $800 this year, budget $880 instead. If you think you'll be spending closer to $500, tack on $50 for a grand sum of $550. Use those gift cards and cash back rewards. Now might be a good time to use those retailer gift cards and cash back rewards from using your credit cards for online purchases. That way you won't be forking over as much cash for your back-to-school shopping. To do this, go through your gift card stash. Check the remaining balance. You can also use a gift card organizer app such as Gift, Santa's Bag, or Smash. You can also sell your gift cards for a portion of the balance on platforms such as Raise.com, Gift Cash, or Card Cash. Cut back on your current expenses. To avoid going into debt, see if you can scale back on your expenses for the time being. There are plenty of ways to save, and it's often easiest to focus on one area to start. For instance, if you'd like to save on food, buy sale items at the grocery store, purchase in bulk, and cook at home. Cut back that Starbucks habit. Or if you'd like to cut back on entertainment, look for free or low-cost ways to have fun or host a Netflix party night with some friends and family. Shop around the year to spread your budget if possible. Shop for back-to-school essentials year-round so you won't suffer from a huge dent during the fall. Here's one I would say, instead of shopping for it, if you can, buy the gift cards around the year and then spend more at this time of year when they've got those lost leaders out there. Great time to scoop up on computers and electronics is on Cyber Monday or Prime Day. And if you wait a little longer, plan to purchase winter wear, think coats, sweaters, scarves in January or February. What about used items? Shopping used doesn't necessarily mean rummaging through the racks at your local Goodwill, although you might find fashionable items at a local thrift store. Your kids can find trendy clothing at affordable prices on secondhand clothing and accessory platforms such as Poshmark, Depop, and Tradesy. Host a free marketplace event. You can also save on back-to-school items by organizing a neighborhood free marketplace event. Ask participants to bring items specific for students, such as backpacks, electronics, supplies, and kids' clothes. Attendees can take what they like and offer what they like. Anything unclaimed can be donated to a thrift shop or a nearby charity that's accepting tangible items. Not sure where to find participants? You can post in community groups such as your local next door, Buy Nothing Project, or Time Bank chapter. To up your social aspect, turn it into a potluck and have everyone contribute a dish to share. Interesting thoughts. Educate your kids on financial basics. Back to school shopping is a great time to teach your kids financial basics such as budgeting, the opportunity costs of a purchase, and keeping track of their spending. If your kids are college bound, educate them about credit, such as how to shop around for credit card, what their financial responsibilities are when taking on student debt, and how to build credit as a student. While back to school shopping can be expensive, creating a budget and finding ways to cut back can help keep you flush. Plus, turning it into a learning opportunity for the kids to become more educated about their finances can kill two birds with one stone. That is the Borrow Smart segment, brought to you by the National Institute on Financial Education.